This is Vincent Segal, everybody. Okay, this is a song called Rhythm Composer. A one, a two, a one, two, three, four. There's an ancient dog dreaming of another life, but you sometimes wonder whether it should live at all. 'Cause when you're making up for what you lack, that old black dog is on your back, and all you're getting is a bottomless pit. But don't mind it, 'cause you're a rhythm composer. Easy for you, a rhythm composer. You're a rhythm composer. You're a middle tone driven through an overdrive, and your BPM got an M, or I don't know if I'm coming or going. And there's a start-stop button on the floor, a start-stop button on the floor, a start-stop button on the floor. But you're a rhythm composer. Easy for you, a rhythm composer. But in actuality, honey, the rhythm composes you. Honey, the rhythm composes you. I said I love how the rhythm composes you. I love how the rhythm composes you. A start-stop button on the floor, a start-stop button on the floor, a start-stop button on the floor. 'Cause when you're making up for what you lack, that old black dog is on your back, and all you're getting is a bottomless pit. But don't mind it. Yeah, when you're waking up to who you lack, that old black dog is on your back. But if you tame it, you can get it to sit, so don't mind it. Yeah, when you're making up for what you lack, that old black dog is on your back, and all you're getting is a bottomless pit, so don't mind it. Yeah, when you're making up to who you lack, that old black dog is on your back. But if you tame it, you can get it to sit, so don't mind it. No, don't mind it.
Are you okay, Conor?
I'm okay. Are you okay? Is everybody cool? You all cool? Cool. This is kind of weird, but it's cool. It's freaking me out a little bit. You're a bit too close. Okay. Is the song called Becoming a Jackal? The most familiar room, every implement was leading to you, and your homely sense of disarray, never once the same, always rearranged, but things would never change. In the scene between the window frame, where the jackals preyed on every soul, where they tied you to a pole and stripped you of your clothes, I was a dreamer, staring out windows, out onto the main street, 'cause that's where the dream goes. And each time they found fresh meat to chew, I would turn away and return to you. You would offer me your unmade bed, you would feed me till I'm fed, and you would read me till I'm read. But when the morning came, you would catch me at the window again, in an eyes wide open sleeping state, staring into space, with no look upon my face. I was a dreamer, staring out windows, out onto the main street, 'cause that's where the dream goes. And when I got older, when I grew bolder, out onto the streets I flew. Released from your shackles, I danced with the jackals, and I learned a new way to move. So before you take this song as the truth, you should wonder what I'm taking from you, how I benefit from you being here, lending me your ears. Well, I'm selling you my fears. I'm selling you my fears. I'm selling you my fears. Yeah, yeah. Selling you my fears. I'm selling you my fears. I was a dreamer. I'm selling you my fears, staring out windows, selling you my fears out onto the main street. I'm selling you my fears, that's where the dream goes. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Des drugs?
Si tu cherches, je m'appelle Jean-Louis.
The city lights are beckoning, their sirens softly call. All the fantasists and fetishists are preparing the ball. When you've been stuck here on the doorstep with nothing to forsake, well, you might as well be anyone's to take. So I give myself to strangers like I gave myself to you. but the tenderness I felt has been replaced by something new. And in the orgy, I can vaguely hear the outline of your call. Well, I might as well be anyone's at all. Every memory is sailing to the kingdom of your soul. As you patiently await, I lose all sense of self-control. You were the lighthouse to my broken boat, but I've left you behind. Now I might as well be anyone's to find. Take my body, take it from me. It is not worthy of your memory. Take my body, take it from me. It is not worthy of your memory. I remember you undressing as I set myself on fire, and the funeral was quick as I lay lifeless on your pyre. Well, it's a kind of desperation, and it's just something you can't fake. Oh, I might as well be anyone's to take. So I give myself to strangers like I gave myself to you. But the unity I felt has been replaced by something new. Now I am Helen, I am Mary Jane, I am Robert, I am Paul. Oh, I might as well be anyone at all. Yes, I might as well be anyone at all. Oh, I might as well be anyone at all. Might as well anyone, all. Might any, all. Might all. Thank you. Naked on the toilet with a toothbrush in his mouth, when he suddenly acquired an overwhelming sense of doubt. Every single piece of baggage he'd been holding on his back was beginning to dig in, and in his back he began to crack. And when he finally broke up, he found that he'd been breaking down. Little body, little soul, little shrapnel on the ground. And so he started to examine, from the clumsy to the cute, from the fat cat to the destitute, from the fat cat to the mute. Oh, earthly pleasure, bring out from the rigors of this road. Earthly pleasure, bring out from the caverns of my soul. Then suddenly he found himself in 1822, and he was in another body, in a heavy sort of suit. He was surrounded, but he'd started making plans to make a run, when they called to him, son, cock your gun. And so he did as all the others had already done. He put his finger on the trigger, and he got him some. And though he don't like to admit it, it was sensual and pure. And he changed that day, though he can't be sure if it's the sickness or the cure. Earthly pleasure, ring out from the rigors of this road. Earthly pleasure, ring out from the caverns of my soul. So there he was in front of her, divine simplicity, and she was speaking Esperanto and drinking ginger tea. As she inquired about the reason for his visit here today, well, he just said, no reason, and I really shouldn't stay. And so he thought that she would think that he was some kind of freak, and that he'd go back to the grind, and that he wouldn't last a week. But she didn't, she just sighed and uttered softly with a smile, sit down, dear child, what's on your mind? And so he frantically described to her the kingdom at her feet, as she continued with her manicure and poured another tea, as he recounted tales of misery and suffering and pain. She was yawning at the ceiling, so he had to up his game. The only thing your children cherish is to move up the ranks. Lucifer is in our court, Beelzebub is in our banks, and if you don't cooperate with us, we'll hound you till you're dead. So she granted him a wish and let him write it on her head. And when he read it back to her, this is all it said. Earthly pleasure, ring out from the rigors of this road. Earthly pleasure, ring out from the caverns of my soul. Now I truly understand that I don't understand a thing. So let this earthly pleasure sing. Earthly pleasure. Pleasure. That was cool. What are we going to do?
You can play one of your songs.
Will I?
You could improvise on it.
Yeah?
Like she performances.
Okay. That's something which has, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah.
It's, can you can remember that, can't you? So it's basically like, yeah, I don't even have to tell you. Okay. You see a mask from your window at night, so you wake and you go outside and you put it on. Then they treat you in a different way, but you can't understand what they say after you've put it on. So a change is never an end, 'cause this is happening all over again. And it's been days since I left on this ship of promises. Another day, another denial. Every longing is up on trial, so you learn to to put it on. As the captain calls everyone in to the dance hall and the night begins, you have to put it on. All these visions of a welcoming party, pretty party, have been lost, 'cause it's the same since I left on this ship of promises. All the churches I remember well, clocking in and out to the sound of the bell. We just put it on, 'cause it takes you in and it scrubs you clean and it sanitizes every dream, and you put it on, you just put it on. But I'll meet you in between what I say and what I mean, and we will make our own mess on this ship of promises. 'Cause it's the same since we left on this ship of promises. We just could not care less on this ship of promises. Don't look Give me an E. There are waves up in the diamond sky, stronger than you and I am a wave. I break through the barrier reef, cut through the carbon sea, approaching the shore. Look at the sky, look at the trees, man, it's all the same to me. Look at the cars, look at the birds, and all of these invented words. One body's dying breath is another's birth. What are you running from? What are you running from? Sister jury, brother judge, and you, I recognize this grudge buried deep beneath the sands of these ridiculous demands. No time for innocence or sitting on the fence. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna when the waves cover the coastal plain, the tents and the cars and the trains, and the trace of honeybee cemeteries, of well-insulated dignitaries, all screaming of the memory of a human love for anything or anyone. Look at the birds, look at the bees, madame, it's all the same to me. Look at the girls, look at the gold, gathered, beaten, bought and sold. One man's innocence is another's chance. What were you thinking of? What were you thinking of? Now please let me boil it down to this, my son. This party's getting wet, but it ain't over yet. So what is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Just let the waves cover your coastal plain, the fear and the guilt and the pain, and the trace of honeybee jealousy, of well-insulated bigotry. And if you don't agree, you better get back inside your cave, 'cause we're all dancing with the waves up in the diamond sky, stronger than you and I. I'm a wave, I break through the barrier reef, I cut through the carbon sea, approaching the shore, 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 approaching the shore.
Okay. This is a song called My Lighthouse, and it goes like this.
You are needing a friend for to follow, for to fend, and I haven't got a clue if I'm getting through to you, my lighthouse. the violent moonlight. I am searching the tide in a vessel in the storm, and you're the kind host in the port, my lighthouse. And we'll be there to right our wrongs in the time it took to write this song, and we'll beat the ghost with our bare hands, and we'll skin the corpse, and we'll love and laugh, and we'll dance all everlasting day, and you'll sing to me everything I meant to say, and we'll drink to the gentle, the meek, and the kind, and the funny little flaws in this earthly design. From the reaper band to the sunderband, I will heed your call from the dust and sand, and I'll save all my stories for thee.